y'all, it's the girl Lady J, and welcome to my channel, the Southern Lounge Room, where I bring you the updates of female rap and black celebrity news. So, you already here for the tea, child, so you know what I'm gonna say. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button and turn on your post notifications so you don't miss a sip of the tea I got for you. And follow me and lounge with me on Twitter and Instagram at Lady J Lounge Room. So, today's video, I'm gonna be reacting to Asian Doll's Nunnadet Ish remix, which finally dropped yesterday after constantly being pushed back because, child, if you don't know the mess and unprofessional rollout of that remix, one of the worst rollouts in history of remixes, because Asian kept changing that release date. She started promoting a remix a while ago and she said it would drop July 12th. Well, July 12th came, she pushed it back to the July 15th. July 15th came, she said she would come out the 17th, and then the 17th came and she said that it's not coming out but it will be coming soon. Like, that's when her fans got tired and they started to drag Asian and call her unprofessional on Twitter. Like, Black Twitter was not having it with her. Like, one Twitter user said this has been the worst rollout ever. And then another user said, I'm rooting for you, but just stop speaking on this until you know when it is coming. It's disappointing and seemingly really unprofessional. Might need a new team. And then another user said, girl, you're just making us sad and upset. I know it may not, or it may be your fault, but if you don't got a certain date, don't tell us, because you get us hyped just for us to get let down. I know that's right. And then another user said, it's something seriously wrong with you. Child, not is something wrong with her. Now, in a fan's defense, it does seem a bit unprofessional on Asian's part. Pushing it back once or even twice, okay, I get. But 3 times, and then being super confident and assuring it was dropping each time, it is a bad look, and she may want to consider a new team, because if this was a show, this would have been a lot worse and looked way worse on her part, okay? But then on top of that, it also kind of made the other artists on the song look bad, because they were also promoting a song, which was Dream Doll, Ivory Doll, Dreezy, and Ruby Rose. Like, they were all promoting this remix on their Instagram and Twitter, so it kind of made them look bad as well to their fans. Now, the remix has finally dropped, and I heard it, and after listening, I must say it's not bad. So let's get into my little old review, a reaction, a commentary, whatever you want to call it. So Ruby Rose was the first up on the song, and she did a good job, but this verse was teased already and played so much, so I already knew it would be good because I heard it before. What I really like the most about Ruby, though, is not really her lyrics or her bars, but more so her voice. And I have said this before, she has a very, very unique and raspy rapping voice, and I like it a lot. That makes her very marketable, and it makes her very attractive as a rapper. I think a memorable bar that she had in the song, though, was when she said, if you want the smoke, pull up with the pack, draw that red dot so I know where you at. Okay, I thought that was pretty catchy. I thought that was pretty cute. I was like, okay, Ruby, I see you, girl. So her bars are definitely improving, but her double X cipher shocked a lot of people, so I'm not surprised she did decent on this song. It was not immaculate or anything, but again, her voice is very mesmerizing. Her bars were decent, and I think she was a good addition to the song, especially since she is a new upcoming rapper who wants to be taken more seriously. Okay, Dream Doll was next up for her verse, and I believe in the past year, Dream Doll has really drastically improved her pen. Again, because that Life in Plastic mess was straight trash, dumpster juice. Like, baby, that was not it. That was a mess. When she was under DJ Self and all that, that was a mess. Her bars was trash. I'm sorry, it was a mess. But in my most humble opinion, now her flow is much better. Her bars are much better, because back then it was a mess. But you can tell she took time off to work on her craft, her pen game, and her flow, where she has come a long way in her flow, and she stood out the most to me when it came to her flow. Her bars didn't really stand out to me, but her flow, needless to say, did, okay? However, I couldn't help but to notice when she said, I've been raising B words, had enough of that, dang, where your mother at? And I cannot help but to think of Nicki's notorious all you B's is my sons, okay, and how she be raising these rappers, and how, and it just reminded me a lot of Nicki. All right, Cardi did the same thing a couple of months ago when she dropped Big Paper with DJ Khaled, and she called these rap chicks her sons. Like, Nicki, we know Nicki says that, so it just goes to show how inspired by the queen these rap chicks really are. Now, Ivory Doll was next up, and many people were surprised and some annoyed to discover another quote-unquote doll in the female rap industry outside of Asian Doll and Cuban Doll and Dream Doll and Cash Doll. So people were talking about, oh, there's another doll, and Cash Doll even took to Twitter to talk about, oh, I'm sick of the doll remarks, and Dream Doll even said and made a good point when she said all these rappers have Lil in their names and none of you say anything about that, and it's actually pretty true. Needless to say, Ivory Doll ate, okay? She is a UK rapper and she is very talented. Please check out her catalog dialogue. When it comes to the remix, Ivory Doll was definitely the underdog because nobody really knew who she was. But in my most humble opinion, she showed out on this song, talking about some pull up slow, handle the quick, all of this dough, all of this drip, he a gangster, he back on the break. Like, her flow matched with the song perfectly, and her accent meshed well with it as well. Side note, I am not understanding how Ivory Doll manages to slay rapping just fine in her natural accent as a UK artist, whereas Iggy Azalea, who comes from Australia, felt the need to change and force an American black accent to sell her songs in America. But anyways, child, Ivory Doll did amazing, and I am rooting for Ivory Doll. I believe she is very talented, and I am glad Asian added her to the remix, although Bia was originally supposed to be on the song. Then there is Dreezy. Dreezy came and understood the assignments, but Dreezy always kills. And I feel like Dreezy is so talented yet underrated at the same time. And a lot of it has to do with colorism that nobody wants to really talk about, because she has bars, like real bars. I remember her on Beatbox Remix when she said, take your huncho with my Migos, then my Migos taking off, or something like that. Like, that was a fire bar. So like I say, Dreezy good in the bars department. But again, I noticed Dreezy made a reference to the B words being her sons, which again is a Nicki inspired theme. What I will say about Dreezy's verse is Black Twitter seemed to think that, you know, Dreezy was shading Big Latto in this Nunnadet-ish remix, okay? Because if you listen to the song, you notice Dreezy says, I've been talking my ish, got a potty mouth. Say it to the box or you roddy now. Can't see me on the track or in life. Only thing big about a B word is her body count. So the general public, and by that I mean Black Twitter, believes that was a diss towards Latto, Big Latto, okay? One Twitter user said this, not Dreezy dissing Latto. And another user said, I love Dreezy, but I hope she ain't shading Big Latto. And then finally one user said this, is Dreezy throwing shots at Latto and with the hashtags and that ish remix, okay? So if you don't know who Latto is or what they're referencing to, Latto is known for calling herself Big Latto, okay? And apparently the other girls use this term, which I didn't know because they never really said it, at least that I heard, okay? I've known Latto to always refer to herself as Big, all right? And obviously some of the other rappers who use this term Big in front of their names obviously felt some type of way about it, and I guess started a big beef. Nevertheless, shade or no shade, Dreezy ate. Now, the last verse, of course, was Asian Doll, and her verse, surprisingly, in my most humble opinion, was the weakest one. Don't come for me, I like Asian, but her verse wasn't giving what it was supposed to give for me. And it's ironic because this was her song, and she let the other girls out-rap her. So that's kind of disappointing. Overall, though, I like the song. I just hope in the future, that Asian does not have another horrible promotion like this song was. Like, this was a horrible rollout, and I hope better for her for the next time. Last time I checked, though, earlier today, the song is 91 on iTunes overall, and number 6 in the hip-hop and rap category on iTunes. So it's safe to say it's doing pretty well, and I hope it stays doing well for them, because this was pretty nice to see as many female artists work together on one track as they did here. It was 5 female artists on one track, and they did amazing. So let me know how y'all feel about the remix, and let me know who your favorite verse was in the comments. I look forward to reading your feedback soon. Don't forget, like and subscribe to this channel if you like this content and this commentary, and also lounge with me on Instagram and Twitter at Lady J Lounge Room. I look forward to lounging with you soon. Bye for now, fam.